everyone. So I went to the Orlando Summer Fun Show on Thursday and had a really good time. Got this 5-ounce Mexican Libertad coin. So this is a 2023 and it's the 5-ounce version of the Mexican Libertad. So the Libertad's probably my favorite silver coin available. And I went to the coin show not really sure exactly what I was going to get. I was hoping to maybe get some fractional platinum even, or some gold, but I walked around and it was really cool. I went on Sunday in January, and a lot of the booths, or half the booths, approximately had already kind of packed up and left by Sunday. So it was cool to go on Thursday this time. I got there a little after 10 o'clock, so pretty much right when the show began and opened. And there was already tons of people there. There were hundreds and hundreds of booths set up, and it was really fun. It was cool to walk around and see all sorts of stuff. Just some things about the show that I noticed. It was like 90% like slab graded coins, which certainly is not like my specialty. More of a bullion guy, but it was still cool. Then there were plenty of people selling bullion there. Lots of people with gold. Way more gold than you would see selection wise at a smaller coin show or at like my local coin store. So that was cool. I brought $600. That was kind of my budget for this, and I ended up getting this 5-ounce Mexican Libertad 2023. So, really funnily enough, so I went to the coin show, Orlando Fun Show, in January, and I got some gold dos pesos from a guy in Texas. Walked through the whole coin show this time around, and ended up buying from the same guy from Texas that I bought from January. So that's just kind of funny to me that there were like 400 tables and booths of people to buy from, and I ended up buying from the same guy as last time. Wasn't even necessarily planning on that. It just kind of worked out that way. So usually I'm more just straight bullion, as opposed to buying something that's like a semi-numismatic or numismatic value. So this coin, 5-ounce 2023 Mexican Libertad, was $500. Now, silver was about $60 and change per ounce when I went to the show, and it still is now. So obviously, 5 ounces of silver at spot is worth roughly $300. And I paid $500 for this coin. So this is one of those ones where the value is not only from the silver, but from like the rarity and the collectability of the coin. I think most of my stack, I'm really going to focus on the weight of the metal and just get more of the traditional bullion stuff. But I wasn't really finding anything bullion-wise at the show that I had never seen before, or was anything really that special. So I decided to kind of step out of my comfort zone a little bit and buy a semi-numismatic piece, if you will. I looked on Google, Walmart, which is like AppMex through Walmart, was selling 2023 5-ounce Mexican Libertads for $500. The ones on eBay were listed for like $550, $540, $560. So I felt the $500 was a fair price, and it's going to represent not a big portion of my stack, so I'm not too worried about it. I think these Mexican Libertads, they are, I think, if anything, becoming more and more like popular and valuable and collectible. Not that I'm an expert at that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's my favorite. So I decided to do something a little different this time and get something not just for the silver value, but for the rarity and the collectability. So that's pretty cool. It looks the same as the 1-ounce version on the front and the back, but it is also really cool just how big it is, how well you can see see everything on the bigger coin. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get any more stuff like this in the future, but for now it's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. I felt like I got a fair price. Didn't necessarily get like a steal of a deal, but I thought I got a fair price for what I was after. So that's good. So yeah, $500 for this. That was my purchase at the Orlando Summer Fun Show. And then I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I have been kind of just slowly buying a little bit here and there every week on Tuesday, either every week or every 2 weeks. I've been buying 1 or 2 ounces of silver as the price has gone down, just to continue to kind of average in. And then last month at my local coin show, I found this 2-gram bar of gold, which was at only a 6% premium to spot, which for such a small coin, well, not coin bar, for such a small amount of gold, getting it for only 6% at the time over the premium, I felt was really, really fair. So yeah, I haven't posted in a while just because I haven't made any like big purchases. But yeah, just so you all know, I mean, I have been just slowly, buying a week or two, an ounce or two of silver every week or so. I got this gold last month. So yeah, metal's gone down a lot since January, but it's also way, way higher than it was even a year and a half ago. So just kind of getting a little bit here and there, sticking to the plan, holding on to stuff for the long term. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this 5-ounce coin. I'm also curious for your guys' advice on getting stuff graded. I thought about maybe, in January bringing this coin back to the Orlando Coin Show where they do the on-site grading and getting this graded. I feel like it'd be fun to do, even if it's not that worthwhile, just to like kind of learn about that process and just to like see what that's all about. So for those of you who are more knowledgeable than me, is there any value in getting a coin like this graded? It seems like the graded versions like MS 68, 69, 70, that does increase the value of this coin by like a couple $100. Plus I just don't have any graded coins and I've never, done the grading process. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is getting a coin like this worthwhile to get it graded, or is that just a complete waste of time and money? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. If you like hearing about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to the videos.